All right, this is a question about a 2011 GTI services for over 130K. My Mark 6 GTI 6-speed manual has 133 on it. I commute about 160 miles a day. Damn, that's a lot of time behind the wheel. For the most part, the car's been without flaws, aside from the intake manifold recall causing a check engine light. That's the only issue. That actually isn't a recall, that's only a warranty extension. I had the dealership media blast and clean the valves at 110 when they did the intake. I'd like to run the wheels off the car, it's in great shape, and I want to keep it that way. I do as much servicing as I can myself using quality VW parts or their German equivalent. Are there anything I should look into? Do you have any recommendations for quality replacement, upgraded components? I love your YouTube channel and appreciate the effort you go through. Josh from Northern California. Josh, you got a couple of things you want to check. The biggest things on this car: oil leaks, timing chain tensioner. I will post a link to a video on how to check it. If it's the old one, dude, I hate to even say it, but you're on borrowed time. You really want to get that checked. You really want to get that replaced. At 133,000 miles, if I'm looking to drive the car into the ground, I'm also putting a timing chain on it as well. Even if you've done maintenance perfect, these can be prone to failure. So I'd highly, highly, highly recommend oil leaks, any of them, get them fixed. Some of them will probably overlap with the timing chain tensioner, and get that timing chain tensioner fixed, get it replaced, install the upgraded one, the revised one, and knock that off the list of things that you got to worry about. That's the big, like, bloop, 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 fix me, fix me. That's the one you really got to worry about. As far as everything else goes, honestly, these cars are pretty good. You mentioned the intake manifold, that's taken care of. Most everything else revolves around oil leaks, timing chain tensioners, coil packs, and that kind of stuff. You're going to have those failures. You probably have already had them or have them now and need to get them fixed. So anything else is going to be like random check engine lighty stuff, PCV valve stuff, that kind of thing. As far as aftermarket stuff, you know, if you're looking for OE replacement, KYB, Koni makes good stuff. If you want to go in like a modified way, which based on your description of the the rough roads in the San Francisco Bay Area, you may not want to. Of course, you know, that opens up the whole floodgate, H&R, Eibach, tons of companies. You can go on Tire Rack and search for springs or shocks and struts for your car. The cool thing about Tire Rack is they give a bunch of reviews, so I really like to go there as a resource, and it's a great resource. The prices are usually pretty good too, so I like Tire Rack for a lot of stuff like this. Other than that, man, you know, OE stuff is pretty good. So with brakes, I would stick with OE brakes. Certain VWs get really upset when you do not put factory brakes on them. So I'm always a stickler on stock cars for stock performance desires that you stick with OEM brakes. Of course, there's Hawk pads you could do. You could do the EBC pads. Ton of different pads, just like a ton of different suspension components, but I'd highly recommend just stick with the factory stuff for the brakes. Other than that, man, just keep doing what you're doing. You've done a really good job if you've only had that intake manifold issue up to this point at 133. So keep doing what you're doing. The only real big red flag that I have for you is going to be that timing chain tensioner, and I'd really like for you to try and get that fixed or at least checked before you have a problem, because that can lead to very serious and expensive engine damage. So Josh, check that out. Hope that answers your question. Guys, remember, if you have a question for a show like this or a full-blown Q&A show, be sure to email me, charles@humblemechanic.com, question for Charles in the subject, and then give me your question at the top and the details down below. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.